Hello everyone, welcome to Environment and Ecology series with Dr. Vivek Rana. In today's lecture, we will be decoding a current affair theme which is dominating headlines on the eve of International Coastal Cleanup Day, the blue flag. So what exactly is a blue flag? Why does it carry so much importance globally? And what all are the Indian dimensions to this current topic? So we'll be decoding everything from pre-point of view. This is a theme which is likely can be asked in the prelims examination stage, even though from mains point of view it is unlikely to be asked. So let's decode what exactly is a blue flag certification. So first of all, it's a certification which serves as an international eco label. Any marine ecosystem, or you could say some lake, or even the sustainable tourist boat operators can apply for it. And currently almost 46 to 47 countries have this blue flag certification, and currently the Spain, Turkey, Greece are among the countries which have over 300 plus blue flag certification. So mainly it's the beaches which are given the certification, and once the blue flag certification is given, it is considered as a benchmark for sustainable practices, or you could say these are hygiene, from hygiene point of view, these are the safest beaches available from the world. So tourist footfall increases manifold the moment the blue flag certification is given. So what is the organization behind it which is giving this certification? It is FEE. It stands for Foundation of Environmental Education. It's a, you could say, non-profit organization which is based in Denmark, and it had started this blue flag certification some time back, and it is gaining global recognition. So it is considered transparent, and it's one of the stringent benchmark which it has set. There are 33 specific criteria based on reduction of marine litter, sustainable practices, whether the washrooms or the toilets at the beaches are up to the hygiene level. So this makes it quite a transparent way to rank the global beaches. Headquarters are based in Copenhagen in Denmark itself, because this is where the organization is based. And in criteria, you could say, apart from the environmental angle, there is an educational angle and the hygiene angle as well. So there no need to mug up all 33 criteria. You just should be aware that it's a criteria to rank the beaches. Currently, if we say in 2019-2020 phase, there's not a single Indian beach which has made it to the coveted blue flag criteria. So it raises concerns that Indian beaches, even though they are aesthetically quite beautiful, but somehow due to unscientific dumping, or you could say the casual attitude of tourists, the global hygiene standards have not been up to the mark, and so currently not a single beach qualifies. But from last 2 years, India has been working on this front to reduce marine pollution. India hosted Global World Environment Day a couple of years back, and beat plastic pollution has been the mantra. So it is trying its best, and this year finally there are 8 beaches which it has prepared, and these are being sent to the international jury. So hopefully in the second week of October, one or two or even more might get the coveted blue flag criteria. Even in 2018, Chandrabhaga beach of Odisha was sent for the recommendation, and hopes were high, and the similar theme is this time. So these are some of the unconventional beaches. From geography point of view, you should have a fair idea on which state they are based. No need to go to depth because they are yet to get the coveted tag. So first in the list, because currently in the all leading newspaper this news has been carried, and they have highlighted the all 8 beaches which are being recommended by the internal panel. It composed of environmental scientists and other experts in the field. So Shiv Rajput, it's in Gujarat. You could note them down. Then you have the Ogla, which is in Daman and Diu, Union Territory of Daman and Diu. And and the Kasaragod and Padubidri. These are in Karnataka. So make sure Karnataka is the only state which has now two beaches being recommended. Otherwise, there is no other state. Kappad, you could say, is in Kerala, and Rushikonda. This one is quite important beach. You must have covered in map as well. It's in Andhra Pradesh. And the Golden Beach is easy one to memorize. Is in Odisha. And finally, we have Radhanagar Beach, which is once again prominent in the map, and you see it's in Andaman and Nicobar Island. So there is no harm in just noting them down in the map. Eventually, in month of October, when formally they recognize these as the blue flag certified beaches, it will be a major milestone because India is trying its best to get the global recognition. And moment these beaches get, it will set competitive spirit as well. In succeeding years, more and more beaches will try to get this highly stringent criteria for the marine biodiversity as well as for aesthetic reasons. So India has also started another system, beams, on the eve of international, you could say, the coastal cleanup day, and under this, these 8 have been recommended. So this acronym can be asked that what is beams theme related to. So you could write it's for beach, environment, aesthetics, management system. So under these, the beaches would be once again encouraged to reduce the marine litter, maintain the sustainable ecosystems, and adopt the best hygiene or sanitation practices so that the tourism overall gets a boost. So this is the internal one, whereas the blue flag is a globally recognized criteria. And the moment you will be able to do well under beams, you are automatically will get recommended to this blue flag criteria, because this would be because India has a long beaches, and when we say that over 300 plus beaches of Spain, or you could say the Turkey, are in there is no reason that India, a handful of beaches from India should make it to the coveted list. So this is what we have, because the examiner might try to confuse you with the blue flag with some naval drill angle or with the piracy angle which we had just covered in the last theme. So make sure you don't get misled, because generally the green is the color which we associate with the environmental matters. Blue economy once again is related to the marine economy only, but still examiner might frame some question which appear to be misleading to some difficult red. They might try to that it's an Interpol red alert or orange alert notice. So this is the theme which you have to memorize. And the moment Indian beaches start featuring this topic, we will get more prominence. So this is all we have for today's environmental session. I hope it was useful in some way or just clarified your doubts regarding what exactly is blue flag, what is the organization behind it, what are the Indian sites currently which are in the process of being recognized as blue flag beaches. So let's hope for the best, and results once will be I will update them in the current affairs section. So thank you very much.